If you're thinking about buying a home, chances are the very first thing you've done is open up Zillow. And listen, that makes total sense because that's what everybody does. But I want to gently tell you something that might surprise you. See, Zillow isn't the first step. Starting there can actually make the process a bit more confusing and stressful than it really needs to be. Because this is what people don't realize. Yes, it's fun and it can also feel like progress, but Zillow is a business. And the moment you start clicking around, it's tracking every single thing that you're looking at. So if you've ever searched for homes online and then you start getting random calls or texts saying, "Hey, I saw you were looking at homes. Are you ready to go tour one?" That's why. See, the real first step in buying a home is not looking at houses. It's really understanding your numbers, not in a scary way, not in a you need to be perfect, but just to get some clear, grounded, honest information. Because before you fall in love with that kitchen or that big backyard, I want you to know a couple of things. The number one thing is what price range actually makes sense for your life. Number two is what that monthly payment really feels like, because it's not just about the purchase price. And number three, what options are truly available to you. Because here's what happens when people start looking at Zillow and fall in love with homes that don't match their budget. They either assume they can't afford anything at all when they actually can, or they waste weeks looking at homes just to find out later that changes need to be made. And that can get really frustrating, but it doesn't have to be. That's why I tell people all the time, call your lender first. A simple first call with me in our buyer strategy call goes through a couple of different things. It's where we can stop guessing and start planning. So here's what that conversation really looks like. Number one is your goals and timeline. Are you trying to buy in the next month, the next year, or are you just trying to figure out what's actually possible? Number two is your income. So we can start building a really smart plan. We talk about how you get paid. Is it salary, hourly? Do you make commission or overtime, or are you self employed? Because all of those impact how we can get you approved. Number three is your monthly comfort zone. And this is a big thing for me because I don't base things on what we can approve you for. I want to know what you're comfortable spending every month and still get to live the life that you want to live. Four, we talk about your savings and game plan. Do you have a down payment? How much do you have? And what does that look like? And how much money will you have after the purchase for reserves and emergencies for later? We map out these things and then take a look at your credit snapshot. Some people already know their score and some don't. Some are scared to look. And either way, we're going to talk about what matters and what doesn't. What's the realistic next step? And the best part, if you're not ready today, that's okay. You're going to leave the call with a plan. The goal at the beginning isn't a commitment, it's clarity. First call is not a contract. It's not any pressure. It's just me trying to talk to you about the buying and the power you have and replacing some guesswork with a level of confidence to move forward. Because when you understand your numbers first, then Zillow becomes a tool and not a trap. So you'll know what homes actually fit, what payments make sense for you, and what you need to ignore along the way. We need to know what's worth pursuing, what homes need to be looked at, and which ones we need to cross off the list right away. So if you're thinking about buying, pause before you start scrolling listings for hours at night. And let's start with understanding first, because clarity comes before contracts and confidence comes before keys. So if you want to get started, download our 90-day plan for home ownership Book your strategy call with me and let's get started today.